Notice the roads moving a little slower these days, restaurants a little fuller. They're the first clues that seasonal residents are returning to roost. In this week's show, we'll fill in the blank. You know it's season when. How about when you see these? The sign of the times, businesses big and small getting ready for season and they need help.
Season is upon us, so it's going to get very busy, and then we pretty much got positions for everyone open, you know, from line cooks and in the back till up front, hosting and busing and service and so on.
Then on to traffic. The stress and strain of extra cars is putting beach parking at a breaking point. We'll take a closer look in Park It. Plus, in DIY Dress Up, we'll show you tricks to put together some treat-worthy costumes. I'm Amy Osher. We'll also hear from you in our new Fast Break feature and share the latest scoops and tips from our news team. I'm Amy Osher. Good to be with you. Be prepared is not just a motto for Boy Scouts. It's a mantra for businesses hoping for a strong winter season. Expectations are high and many are hiring. A classic American diner, Mel's has a faithful following in Southwest Florida. In rush hour, you can almost always expect a stay-and-buy crowd.
But in season, it's busy all day.
The plan is to bring in more workers. Mel's is hiring for just about every position.
From line cooks and in the back till up front, hosting and busing and service and so on. Because like I said, season is almost here and it's getting crazy busy.
Expectations are high all around, so employers are getting a jump on staffing.
There are about half a dozen job fairs coming up in the next 2 weeks. Macy's is looking to hire 1,500 workers. Publix is looking to hire 1,000 workers. So, that's a tremendous need all through Southwest Florida.
Fueled by the tourist season, along with this area's growth, hiring managers are seeking quality candidates.
It's very competitive. They're expecting a 30% increase in hospitality and also in healthcare.
The range of jobs is wide. While restaurants and bars always need an extra hand, there are added opportunities this year.
Everything from golf pros to massage therapists. It's not just the normal retail jobs that you think of in terms of seasonal hiring.
This is another sign of the times. People willing to drive are in demand.
Because Uber and Lyft have taken so many of the drivers, becoming their own independent contractors, that it's becoming especially hard for people to find drivers. So if you like to drive, there are a lot of opportunities for you.
While hospitality and service work will always be a job generator.
The serving staff doubles up on the floor in season because, like I said, we're on a wait pretty much all day.
Like the economics that drive businesses, beach parking boils down to supply and demand. Too many cars, not enough spaces. Southwest Florida is no longer a best-kept secret, and as more people flock to the Sunshine State, what parking lots are available are mobbed. It's a constant source of frustration to beachgoers who come here to relax and unwind.
When season comes, parking gets horrible. We always have to, drive around for, maybe up to a half hour or more trying to find parking. You got a big empty lot over here in front of Daruma's they could do something with. That'd be great. Even out of season, sometimes you have a hard time finding parking, and it'd just be really cool if somebody would fix that or help out.
And I think the access on the beach is very limited, especially like for handicap or for moms with small children. I have a granddaughter and I just know it's a mission every time you gotta take her out. So more accessible parking would be really nice.
Came down, you didn't have to pay to park on the street or beach access. That was all free. Now everything's kind of monitored and you've got to pay $2 an hour now on the street or for beach access.
A daily news probe into parking revealed it's unlikely the situation will resolve anytime soon. Collier County, with the exception of the city of Naples, has just over 1,500 spots to serve a seasonal population of nearly 500,000 people. October ushers in a tasty tradition we all love, stone crab season. And in Everglades City, they launched the fleet with an annual blessing. The rite of passage took place at the historic Rod and Gun Club. About 10 boats lined up to receive their blessing from Father Tim Navin of San Marco Catholic Church. It consisted of a sprinkle of holy water, a dash of flower petals, and of course a prayer for a safe and successful harvest. Stone crab season runs from October 15th to May 15th. Last year, Collier crabbers pulled more than 300,000 pounds of stone crabs. Southwest Florida is one of the primary sources of this delicacy. You can read more about this in Ashley Collins' story in the Naples Daily News. Of course, the highlight of October comes right at the end for many of us. Halloween isn't just for kids anymore. It's a chance for people of all ages to shed their everyday clothes and be someone else. Costumes can get elaborate and expensive, so we shopped around to give you ideas for DIY dress-up.
But you take these and put another plaid shirt with them. See how tacky is that? So we have the pre-made costumes, and then they can pick out what they want and be real creative about it.
Call it Decision 2016. Nearly 250,000 Americans will be dressing up for Halloween. The big question, what to wear? Turns out many are taking a thrifty approach. Manager Kat McNabb took us through the Guadalupe resale shop in Naples to see what looks we could pull together. If you're willing to roll up your sleeves and dig around, there's plenty of possibilities. Let's start with the hippie. Pair psychedelic prints with the straw bag and groovy sandals. The tacky tourist never goes out of style. For either men or women, there's no shortage of Hawaiian print to work with. You can put together a safari ensemble, starting with a khaki vest and slacks. Got pinstripes? Think old-time gangster. A long black dress can go a long way, maybe Hollywood starlet or fashionista. Paired with pearls and gloves, you got Audrey Hepburn. Okay, this screams 80s to us. Punk band, anyone? Going back farther to the 60s, a paisley print coat is a good start. And this, how about a little old lady? Always funny when a man wears it. According to the national thrift shop group Savers, 2 in 5 costume shoppers plan to bargain hunt this year. Especially if you wait to the last minute, it's a cheap trick. Still to come, another sign of the season, famous faces and top-notch talkers are planning a stay in Naples. A preview of who's headlining our annual leadership conference. Stay with us.
My name is Steve Unser, and cabinetry is my specialty. I have been creating custom designed cabinetry for 20 years in Southwest Florida. And now I am celebrating the grand opening of our new Naples showroom. Steve Unser Cabinetry will help you design your kitchen, bath, or home office with stunning results, offering the best quality of cabinets with a wide variety of design options and pricing to fit any budget. If your kitchen isn't becoming to you, you should be coming to us. Now, 2 locations to serve you.
Hiring the right moving company is important. Best Moving and Storage is a family-owned and operated business serving Southwest Florida for over 22 years. From our free in-home estimate until the last piece of furniture is in your new place or stored in our climate-controlled warehouse, we treat you like family. Best Moving and Storage is fully licensed and insured, with all of our employees being certified drivers and packers. When it comes to protecting your treasured belongings, choose a company that's experienced and trustworthy. Call Best Moving and Storage today at 239-592-6565.
At Bear's Columbus Day Sale, discover styles and savings. Beautiful dining room tables, your choice for just $4.97. Don't miss Bear's luxurious Natuzzi Gallery. And always the lowest prices on 100% all genuine Italian leather sofas, starting from $9.97. Shop Florida's largest selection of luxury designer furniture and accessories. Create the home of your dreams now with Bear's always complimentary interior design service. This weekend, Bear's Columbus Day Sale.
I'm Jeffrey Heitman, NCH. This is my hospital.
I'm Shona Vella McCunney, and this is my hospital.
I'm Thomas Parent, and this is my hospital.
My name is Kenneth Bookman, NCH. This is my hospital.
NCH, this is my hospital.
Hi, I'm Adam Fisher with the Naples Daily News, and I don't just write about high school football, I live it.
Well,
Sorry, Mr. Fisher. Don't worry about it.
Catch up on the latest in high school football with Andy Sodergren and me, Adam Fisher, each week at naplesnews.com/prepzone. We make high school football real.
And you know it's season when our newsroom is bustling with stories about business, politics, and everything in between. Here's a taste of what's happening on the beat.
Hi, I'm Alex Glorioso, the political reporter here at the Naples Daily News. This week, a new poll came out in Florida on Puerto Rican voters. It was conducted by Latino Decisions. And that poll had some interesting results. Latino Decisions polled 504 Puerto Rican voters in Florida, trying to figure out what kind of coalition these voters would be for the 2016 presidential election. What they found is that Clinton actually has a 74% favorability rating again among this group of voters. And this group is now almost tied with the Cuban population here in Florida. Representative Luis Gutierrez, a Democratic congressman from Illinois, said that he thought that Clinton would actually win the presidential election now with the support from this coalition, and that they would be key to her victory. President Barack Obama actually took 72% of this vote in Florida in the 2012 election, and it looks like there could be a similar trend going into 2016. The poll did find, however, that while this group does heavily break Democratic, they aren't getting that much attention from the Democratic Party. This indicates that if the Democratic Party gave a little bit more attention to Puerto Rican voters, they could become a reliable, base of support, just as the Cuban population in Florida has become for the Republican Party. This story published this week, so take a look for it.
Hi, I'm Greg Stanley with the Naples Daily News, and this week we're really still reeling and digging into Hurricane Matthew and the damage caused in the wake of that storm. We have a number of people based out of here in Naples with Hope for Haiti who are down there working right now. There's entire coastal communities that are feared to be washed out from the storm, especially on the west coast. The group actually employs about 50 people right there where the hurricane hit in Haiti, and we're talking to them. It sounds like roads are still not passable. They're still struggling to get supplies and set up medical centers. So we're going to be looking at Haiti and focusing on the efforts there to respond to the latest disaster to hit that country.
Hi, I'm Brett Murphy. I'm the courts reporter with the Naples Daily News. Last week we just started covering the trial of Matthew Marshall in Lee County. Marshall's charged with second-degree felony murder for killing his father and then dismembering his body. It's a pretty grisly case, happened last February. The big kind of issue with the case is that there's a mental health component, as Marshall had been in and out of mental health facilities in the past, so it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out in court this time around. Last week we also started covering a federal case with the Collier County School Board, in which a group of students is suing the county for illegally barring them from attending public high schools. And next week we're going to start going into some civil cases here in Collier County with a developer who's been accused of using a lot of kind of shady business practices here in different parts of the county and in Naples. So we'll have more on that next week.
Another stop in the newsroom. This time it's our weekly commentary. Here's Alan Bartlett putting things in context.
Thanks, Amy. Sorry about not being able to help with last week's program. I'd intended to share with everyone what our editorial board decided to do regarding the presidential race, but as you may know, I was called to jury duty. Much to my surprise, I actually was selected to serve on a jury. Colleagues of mine in 40 years in journalism have expected to get bounced from a jury pool by attorneys because of the perception of media bias that's widely held. In my 2+ years as editorial page editor, it's been my job to express opinions, so that was another reason I was surprised to be impaneled for a week-long trial. Amy, when you shared today's topic, you know it's season when, with me, I detected a lighter tone to the program. but some issues that arose as I listened to testimony in the case last week while serving as a juror dovetailed with some very serious issues that emerged in the case, issues that relate to knowing its season. The case involved a driver in his mid-80s who hit several bicyclists on Fort Myers Beach. The group of riders were from Naples, and they were headed to Sanibel through Fort Myers Beach. Here are some points that relate to seasonal living in Southwest Florida and how they reinforce serious issues. Number one, to those who have older parents down here and still live up north, don't just come to visit when your parent has a medical crisis. Observe them in their natural surroundings and lifestyle so that you can better judge when it's time to have that dreaded discussion about surrendering the keys before they render a pedestrian or a cyclist unconscious for 2 weeks, as happened in this case. Number two, the legislature needs to move on what Kathleen Pasadomo, our state senator-elect, has advocated to make the roadways safer for vulnerable users. In season, when the weather is great, there will be more people along our roadways. They don't have a chance against an out-of-control car. Number three, local and state governments need to invest in more designated cycling and pedestrian paths along major urban roads that don't have them now. That's far more pressing than the proposed multi-million-dollar pathway across the Everglades. As for what the Daily News is doing in the presidential race, you'll have to check the newspaper or go to our website, where you can join in the conversation at naplesnews.com.
A field of heavy hitters spanning sports and politics are on the agenda of a local leadership conference. A dream team of talkers will be at the Ritz-Carlton Beach Resort just a week after the presidential election, and you can bet they'll have a lot to say. Former Prime Ministers Tony Blair and Gordon Brown are participating, along with former House Speaker John Boehner and President Obama's former campaign manager David Axelrod. Meet the Press moderator Chuck Todd will also take part. The sports lineup includes Peyton Manning, Kobe Bryant, Derek Jeter, and Michael Strahan. The impressive group brought together as part of the CME Group's Global Financial Leadership Conference. The annual event brings together hundreds of CME's top financial clients. That will take place in mid-November. It's a bit early for holiday shopping, but October is just the right time for purchasing certain items. What's hot, what's not, that's ahead and behind the headlines.
My name is Steve Unser, and cabinetry is my specialty. I have been creating custom designed cabinetry for 20 years in Southwest Florida, and now I am celebrating the grand opening of our new Naples showroom. Steve Unser Cabinetry will help you design your kitchen, bath, or home office with stunning results, offering the best quality of cabinets with a wide variety of design options and pricing to fit any budget. If your kitchen isn't becoming to you, you should be coming to us. Now, 2 locations to serve you.
Hiring the right moving company is important. Best Moving and Storage is a family-owned and operated business serving Southwest Florida for over 22 years. From our free in-home estimate until the last piece of furniture is in your new place or stored in our climate-controlled warehouse, we treat you like family. Best Moving and Storage is fully licensed and insured, with all of our employees being certified drivers and packers. When it comes to protecting your treasured belongings, choose a company that's experienced and trustworthy. Call Best Moving and Storage today at 239-592-6565.
At Bear's Columbus Day Sale, discover styles and savings. Beautiful dining room tables, your choice for just $4.97. Don't miss Bear's luxurious Natuzzi Gallery. And always the lowest prices on 100% all genuine Italian leather sofas, starting from $9.97. Shop Florida's largest selection of luxury designer furniture and accessories. Create the home of your dreams now with Bear's always complimentary interior design service. This weekend, Bear's Columbus Day Sale.
I'm Jeffrey Heitman, NCH. This is my hospital.
I'm Shona McCunney, and this is my hospital.
I'm Thomas Parent, and this is my hospital.
My name is Kenneth Bookman, NCH. This is my hospital.
NCH, this is my hospital.
Still think real estate's a gamble? Not at Vineyards. When you look at the homes, amenities, the community itself, and the fact that Vineyards is debt-free, you can't lose. And here's our ace up the sleeve. A full golf lifetime membership, free with every new home purchase. We've stacked the deck in your favor at Vineyards. Come see our 15 new models open daily.
Hi, I'm Adam Fisher with the Naples Daily News, and I don't just write about high school football, I live it.
What's up, Mr. Fisher? Don't worry about it.
Catch up on the latest in high school football with Andy Sodergren and me, Adam Fisher, each week at naplesnews.com/prepzone. We make high school football real.
After taking the summer off, the social, cultural, and art scenes is set to take off with bigger and better offerings. Here's Harriet Heithouse.
Thanks, Amy. It is a cultural body slam already. We have a musical underway to start things off. The musical Of the I Sing continues at FGCU this weekend. Then coming up, we have the biggest paper exhibition I've ever seen. It's actually an origami in the courtyard. It is, I'd say, 15 to 20 feet high and then moves out to the Naples Botanical Garden. That's coming up. For something new, this will be good news to people who go to Artist Naples. We have extra potty space. We have expanded bathrooms, doubled them, but you'll be walking further to get there because we've lost one of our parking lots, 135 spaces. You'll be parking now in the Waterside Shops parking garage. So you'll get a little exercise getting to your events. This past week, the Naples Art Association began its series of Dinner with the Artists, where you can go to see the artist create things and then dine with the artist on food that's prepared by a local chef who specializes in a dinner that's paired with that art. Come along with us as we explore the arts this year in the Naples Daily News.
If you're a seasoned shopper, you know that different times of year bring better bargains for certain goods and products. Like January is TV season, just in time for Super Bowl. But October also has a few tricks up its sleeve. Here's a look at what you might want to stock up on or pass on from the USA Today Network. That brings us to the end of our show. You can always connect with me through my Facebook page, Amy Osher Reporter. All of our episodes are available online. Just log on to naplesnews.com. On the left-hand side, under Quick Links, select Behind the Headlines. I'm Amy Osher. See you back here next week. You do have a bridal selection, regardless of it may be priced out for a lot of people, but
Exactly. They could be, yep. And then we have the Bird of Paradise hands. So you could be a Columbo.
Oh, look at all the animal stuff. It looks like there's got to be something you could do with an animal print.
Right, exactly. Get a safari hat.
Yeah, or go as a cheetah or a leopard, put little ears on.
Exactly. Make your face.
Now, what can you do with it? I guess just be kind of a fiesta type thing, or is that a 50s, or what would you say?
I was going to say 50s, but maybe it's not. It's a little too short for 50s. So, but maybe you wanted to be a dancer. You know, you could go the Latino look.
Yeah.